Welcome back to another weekly roundup of cloud gaming news brought to you by yours truly. Remember, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest in cloud gaming, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and as always, if you enjoy the content, give the video a like, it helps out the channel a lot. But let's jump into the news, and first up, let's talk about GeForce Now, and of course what NVIDIA is actually known for, graphics cards. All signs are pointing towards NVIDIA releasing their RTX 3080 this year, their powerful next-gen GPU, as you probably could have guessed, dems ain't gonna be cheap. We're talking sell a kidney and live off of ramen for the rest of your life expensive. But in a recent interview with PC Gamer, NVIDIA has actually confirmed they plan on bringing Ampere graphics tech to the GeForce Now streaming platform. Ampere being the core architecture which will underpin the next wave of GPUs, so it's pretty safe to assume they're referring to the RTX 3080 on GeForce Now. NVIDIA's senior product manager, Andrew Fear, powerful name by the way.
That was scary.
Has told PC Gamer, "We want GeForce Now to be an opportunity for gamers to experience the latest gaming technology from NVIDIA. Therefore, you can expect to see Ampere on GeForce Now in time." So yes, most likely at some point we will see that sweet 3080 power come to GeForce Now, but at this point we don't know when that might be. I think one thing to think about is their current tier system, in which we have the free tier where players need to queue for virtual machines and are restricted to 1 hour of playtime, versus their Founders tier, which obviously gives you priority access to those virtual machines, an extended playtime of up to 8 hours, and access to the current RTX hardware. That $499 Founders price though is still technically an introductory offer, and when asked about the actual price of the Founders tier moving forward, Andrew Fear, still powerful, went on to say, "We'll think about this next year." So with that in mind, do you think this new hardware could result in a new tier at a higher price for GeForce Now? And with the current Founders tier price potentially increasing next year, what do you think that top tier price would be? I'm open to any and all bets. In the comments down below, let me know. Moving on to xCloud, and firstly I think we need to give a special mention to the Xbox Games Showcase event. That is truly how you do an event like that. Stadia, that's how you do an event like that. Just saying, okay? But with big titles announced like Halo Infinite, Crossfire X, Stalker 2, Psychonauts 2, Everwild, Forza Motorsport, Fable, and I guess Tetris. It is entirely comforting to know the new ecosystem Xbox is building means a huge chunk of these titles will be available on both Game Pass and xCloud. So if you're a cloud gaming enthusiast who's using something like Shadow, literally, we're talking big AAA $60 plus titles for like $3.99 a month or $15 a month for the ultimate subscription for Game Pass and xCloud in September. And I just wanted to call that out because checking social media after the event, there was just an endless barrage of Halo Infinite graphics sucked, which, yeah, they didn't look great. But did you miss the part about all of these games coming to Game Pass? It's ridiculous. But rant over, let's talk about the Samsung Note 20 and how it could essentially become the Xbox phone thanks to xCloud. So this wasn't exactly a big surprise due to Samsung and Microsoft's existing partnership. If you picked up a Samsung phone in the last few years, you would have seen that it came pre-installed with a variety of Microsoft apps. And even last year with the Note 10, Samsung even pushed their deep integration with Windows PC, which lets you directly pair your Samsung phone to your Windows PC for a Windows application. So with the Note 20 release around the corner, it's been reported that Samsung and Microsoft will work together to push the xCloud service, and by which we can probably assume that it will come pre-installed on the Note 20. So apparently the marketing around the Note 20 will push the idea that thanks to xCloud, this new device is essentially a mobile gaming console with access to over 100 games, and they'll be using the tagline, "The power to play from anywhere." Personally, I just hope they're including a little asterisk next to the word anywhere that says as long as you're connected to decent Wi-Fi, and even then, But it is good to see that cloud gaming will be getting more exposure through marketing with a popular device like the Note 20, and maybe people who never even considered it to be an option before will try out xCloud and be sucked into our world. Which segues us nicely onto Google Stadia, who in a similar move has partnered with Asus on their next ROG Phone 3, which is their next gaming phone, which again will come pre-installed with Stadia and will also offer a 3-month trial of Stadia Pro. Then in just some quick Stadia news, let's talk about 2 smaller titles coming to Google Stadia, which may see you through until we get the big stuff later this year, like Cyberpunk, Watch Dogs, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. First up coming in September, as we found out from a Ubisoft earnings call, we have Uno. Again, I said these are smaller titles, but honestly, I'm a fan of Uno, so I'm not going to hate. I'm here for it. We'll just have to wait to see if this will be included on Stadia Pro or if this will just be a game on sale, but on other platforms it does look like it goes for around about $10, so it's not going to be a massive expense either way. Next we have Cake Bash. We don't have an official date for this one, as publisher Coatsink hasn't actually announced a release date for like all of the platforms yet, but this has recently been rated for Stadia by USK, which is the German's rating board, so whenever it is released we can expect to see it released on Stadia as well. And finally, in Shadow news, just a quick shout out in case you haven't already seen it, we got a new video from Linus where he opened up and then proceeded to mess around with a Shadow server blade. So if you've ever wanted to see what the insides of your magical Shadow machine looks like, I'll leave a link to that video in the description down below. However, I'm just quickly going to add my 2 cents to this. This was not the time for Shadow to be doing sponsored content like this, especially with the likes of Linus due to his audience size. As most people are aware, Shadow is currently 3 months behind on their pre-orders for the base tier Shadow Boost, and even Linus himself said last time he did a video on Shadow, he caused the pre-order times to spike by around 3 months.
Move fast, because the last time we did a video about Shadow, we caused a months-long backlog on new account activations. And no, I'm not even kidding.
I had no problem with the content myself. I enjoyed the video. I just think the timing was maybe off on this one. Maybe wait until we're caught up on pre-orders and then start actively marketing a service which is readily available, instead of turning off new customers who go to sign up and are immediately met with a pre-order date of 3 months later, or 6 months. Now Linus has got involved, who knows. And finally, as I always do, I'll point you towards free games wherever I can to help get you through 2020. First up this week on the Epic Game Vault, we have Next Up Hero, which is a dungeon crawler featuring multiple hand-drawn heroes, which can be played single player or features online co-op. And then we have Tacoma, a first-person indie title where players explore and investigate the Tacoma space station and its crew as it's plunged into disaster. Next, following the Xbox Game Showcase event, if you're a Game Pass subscriber, one of the announced titles, Tell Me Why, has been added to Game Pass already. As well as that, we also got Golf with Friends and Dragon Quest XI-S. And finally, over on the Uplay launcher, For Honor is having a free weekend, so if you don't already own that game, it's a great chance to go and jump in and check it out this weekend. But that's it from me this week, so of course if you enjoyed the content or found it somewhat helpful, a like rating would be appreciated. If you have not already, remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next video. Hope everyone's staying safe out there, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.